Stereotyping is the process of constructing misleading and reductionist representations of cultural groups, defining them by a small and quite limited number of characteristics. Now, the important thing to note about stereotyping is that it's not always obviously negative. So, for argument's sake, if we take two really common forms of stereotyping racial stereotyping that we're probably quite familiar with, we've heard them no doubt numerous times. So all Asian people are naturally good at maths. That's quite a common stereotype about Asian people. And also another really common stereotype is that all black people are naturally gifted athletes. Now, on the surface, they sound pretty positive. I mean, who wouldn't want to be good at maths? Who wouldn't want to be a naturally gifted athlete? So on the surface, they sound pretty good. But what's going on here is that a binary opposition, of course, is being established. So if you're naturally good at maths, then there's a whole bunch of other things that you're not good at. Or if you're a naturally gifted athlete, then black people aren't good at a whole lot of other things. So that binary opposition works really powerfully here, but not in an overtly negative way. Rather, what it tends to do in terms of these sorts of positive, positive in inverted commas stereotypes, is reduce cultural groups down to kind of a really limited range of characteristics. So we think of Asian people as naturally good at maths, so they'll be engineers, accountants, IT people, all of those sorts of things. And black people, whether we're talking about African Americans, Indigenous Australians, they're really good athletes. So they're gonna do really well at sport and not so good at other jobs and activities. Now, of course, the problem of stereotyping is that it overlooks the complexity of the cultural group. Now, the great irony is that in CYB101, there's a whole bunch of international students, people from Asia, who are taking a media and communication degree, largely, if you're anything like me, largely because you were bad at maths and good at writing and speaking and communication. So the stereotypes ignore and overlook the diversity of cultural groups.